Cynthia Mulligan is in Saint-Denis right now, where she has been covering this all night and all morning as it is. We're heading into the noon hour, as you know, in Paris right now. Good morning, Cynthia.
Good morning, Kevin.
All right, Cynthia, I know you're not exactly, you were at the neighborhood where the raids happened hours ago, and now this is breaking not far from where you are right now. What is it like there? People must be beside themselves wondering where they're going to hit next.
There is such an air of intensity here right now. I'm in front of the City Hall in the town square, about 300 meters where the raid took place in the apartment. So police have set up a wide perimeter and are keeping us far back. But if you walk through the streets that you're allowed to, everything is closed. The schools are closed. The stores are closed. They're boarded up. I found one coffee shop owner that was open, and that was it. You have military in clumps of groups on street corners watching everyone carefully. Just a few hours ago, I was walking down one street, and then all of a sudden, all these police officers started running by me and telling people to get down, the guns drawn. There was some sort of a scare. They were looking for another suspect, clearly, but then they stood down. I guess it was a false alarm. So there is such an intense air of high alert. People are scared. I was speaking to one young man, a Muslim man, who tells me he's very much afraid of a backlash. Now, I have to tell you, this is a small town in the Paris suburb. The shop owner told me it is the poorest of all of Paris's suburbs. It's largely made up of an immigrant community. Many Muslim residents do live here. Very few speak English, but I was able to talk to one man who said to me, I said to him, what did it sound like last night when this raid began? He lives just around the corner, and he said, la guerre, war.
Wow.
Cynthia, you talked a little bit about this massive perimeter that police have been putting into place during these raids. What has it been like covering it as media? Because when we watched the scene from the church, at the very least, some of the media were just steps away from when they opened the door. So how fluid has it been, and how much access have you had as media?
Well, it's interesting, Mel, because when there is a specific scene, police keep you very far back, as I am right now from this the scene of the raid at the apartment building. But as it's unfolding, when things are breaking, you can be right beside them because they're too busy to worry about the media. They're just, focused on what their goal is.
Now, Cynthia, while this is all breaking, I would like to show some video that you shot yesterday. Heart-wrenching. Let's take a look at this. Take a look at this. This was near the concert hall. They've reopened the roads for the first time since the attacks, and a woman pulls out a violin.
She did. It was heart-wrenching.
Wow.
That one broke my heart. That image will be with me for the rest of my life. Her name was Olga. She grew up in Russia. She lived in Paris, but she told me that as she grew up, her goal, her dream was to play at the Bataclan. Wow. And she came down there and she wanted to pour out her heart, pour out her music for the victims. And it was also her way of trying to heal the pain that Paris feels by playing her instrument so beautifully.
All right, Cynthia. Okay, I'm gonna talk like a dad now. I want you to stay safe. You are.
I am safe.
All right.
I promise you, I am safe.
Okay, and a lot of people are very concerned about you, so please be careful.
Thank you, but I am fine, and I'm being very careful. Thank you very
Cynthia.
much.
Thanks for the update, Cyn.
The French Interior Minister is speaking right now. We can join that at this point. I don't know if we have English translation on this one right now, but we'll have a quick look and a listen in. Yeah, I'm not sure we have that on another feed because they've lost our audio patch to the French Interior Minister, who no doubt is talking about this morning's raid. So we will get back to that as soon as we are able to, but we are getting an update right now on that. So stay with us and we will follow this story for you. So,
Yeah.
if you're just joining us, massive raids this morning across parts of Paris, especially in one of the poorest neighborhoods of the city, as Cynthia explained to us. And at this point, we know that 2 terror suspects are dead.
Yes, and at least 7 under arrest. And so the search continues. And so we'll follow this throughout the morning for you.
Okay, coming up, well, you know, can we sneak this video in right now? Because we're going to explain it in a little while. This is security video taken here in Toronto this morning. We just have to go up to the next one if we could, Nick. And again, I apologize to our control room because we're all over the place with the breaking news right now. Watch this car.
Wow.
Take out this hydro pole. We're going to talk about this coming up in just a few minutes. Again, this happened at Dufferin and Rogers this morning. You're watching Breakfast Television. It's 6:12.